Have you ever wondered when exactly your legs started betraying you? Was it the first morning you felt that dull, invisible weight pressing down on your knees? Or maybe the time you stood up too fast and your muscles just didn't respond, forcing you to grab the back of the chair for balance. Funny thing is, no one really talks about this moment, that silent point when our legs, our most loyal allies for decades, begin to feel like strangers. Some people blame it on bad genes. Some say it's just old age. But let me ask you something. Does that really explain it all? Because what if I told you that there's a hidden truth about your legs that almost nobody tells seniors? That the secret isn't just in what you can't do anymore, but in what you're not giving your muscles every single day. It's not your age that's slowing you down. It's what's missing from your plate, your bloodstream, your tissues.c. Scientists now know that after age 60, leg strength can decline by 3% every single year, even if you've never had an accident, even if you're doing your best to stay active. That's how the silent thief works. It chips away tiny bits of power while you're busy living your life. And suddenly one morning you're standing at the bottom of the stairs, wondering if you have the energy to make it up without pausing halfway. Does this feel familiar to you? If you're nodding your head right now, just drop a simple yes in the comments so I know I'm not alone. I read every single one, and you'd be surprised how many people around the world are feeling exactly the same thing. But here's the good part, the part nobody shouts from the rooftops. You don't need a miracle pill or an expensive procedure to reverse this trend. You just need the right building blocks, the ones that get your muscles, your nerves, and your blood flow working together again. And that's what I'm about to share with you, Dot. So stay with me, because if you leave now, you might miss the one food that could change how you feel tomorrow morning. If this already makes sense to you, tap that like button, not for me, but so this message reaches someone else who needs it. Let's keep going. Asterisk, let me introduce you to someone. Her name is Mary. She's 68. For most of her life, she loved to garden. She'd wake up, slip on her old gloves, and spend hours tending her flowers. It wasn't work for her. It was freedom. But last year, she told her daughter something that broke her heart. She said, "I just can't feel my legs like I used to. They don't listen to me. I bend down to pull weeds, but when I stand up, it feels like they belong to someone else." Maybe you've felt that too. That quiet moment when your legs don't quite feel like yours anymore. If that hits home for you, I'd love you to share a quick comment. I know how Mary feels. Your words might help someone else realize they're not alone, Dot. So, what changed for Mary? Well, not long ago, her granddaughter, who's studying nutrition science, gave her a small bag of something she'd never thought twice about before: pumpkin seeds. Sounds too simple, right? Tiny seeds to rebuild tired legs? But here's the twist. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium, a mineral your muscles crave to function, contract, and relax properly. Imagine your muscles as tiny machines. Without enough magnesium, these machines misfire. They spasm, they stiffen, they send confused signals to your brain. Studies in the Journal of Magnesium Research show that seniors with low magnesium levels suffer nearly twice as much leg fatigue during simple walking tests. That means your morning walk around the block could feel like a mile-long uphill hike, all because your muscles are starving for something. You can sprinkle over your oatmeal. Mary started eating just 2 tablespoons of raw pumpkin seeds each morning. Nothing fancy. She'd soak them overnight, which, by the way, breaks down the phytic acid that blocks mineral absorption, and toss them in her morning yogurt. Within days, the cramps she used to feel behind her knees were softer, then gone. Within a week, she could bend down to tend her flowers without grabbing onto the fence to pull herself back up. Can you imagine that feeling? Trusting your legs again, one tiny step at a time? If you're curious to try this yourself, just write "I'm in" below this video. And hey, if you know someone who keeps complaining about leg cramps at night, hit the share button right now. They'll thank you later, ready to move on. Because this is just the first piece of the puzzle. The next one is even more surprising. It's a sour drink that's quietly changing the way seniors recover from leg soreness overnight. If you're still here, type "still here" in the comments. It helps me know you're in this journey with me. Now, let's talk about something you might already have in your fridge, but probably never realized how powerful it could be for your legs. It's not some fancy powder or a new pill. It's just tart cherry juice. You've probably seen it on the shelf next to all those sugary fruit drinks, but don't be fooled. This sour red juice is a hidden recovery hero for tired, aching muscles. Especially as we get older, I want you to picture a man named Arthur. Arthur is 72, a retired mail carrier. He used to walk miles every day, rain or shine. But last winter, after one too many nights waking up with stabbing pain in his calves, he stopped his morning walks altogether. "My legs feel like blocks of wood," he told his doctor. "They just don't recover." His granddaughter, same one who helped Mary, told him, "Grandpa, try this before you give up." She handed him a small bottle of pure, unsweetened tart cherry juice. It tasted sour, almost too strong. But here's what Arthur didn't know. Its sourness comes from anthocyanins, powerful plant compounds that literally sweep away inflammation in your muscle fibers and boost blood flow like flipping on a light switch. A study in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports found that seniors who drank 2 servings of tart cherry juice daily reported 23% less muscle pain and significant strength gains in their quadriceps, all within days. Imagine that, the same muscles that help you rise from a chair or climb steps with confidence. And it gets better. These same compounds help flush out lactic acid, that nasty byproduct your body makes when you move, which causes that dull ache after you've been gardening or climbing stairs. That means if you sip a small glass, about 6 to 8 ounces, after an activity or even in the evening before bed, you're giving your muscles a fighting chance to heal while you sleep. Arthur did exactly that. He switched his sugary bedtime snack for a glass of tart cherry juice. Within the first week, he noticed he wasn't waking up at 3 a.m. rubbing his calves. Within 2 weeks, he took his morning walk again, this time with a small smile, instead of that grimace that says, "Is this worth it?" If you think tart cherry juice sounds too simple to work, I challenge you. Try it tonight. Pick up a bottle. Make sure it's 100% unsweetened tart cherry juice, not a cocktail diluted with sugar water, and have a small glass an hour before you go to bed. When you wake up tomorrow, check in with your legs. Feel any difference? If you do, come back here and type "Cherry worked" in the comments. I'd love to celebrate that win with you. And hey, if this is hitting home for you, tap that like button so more people can discover how simple foods can heal what pills sometimes can't. Stay with me. The next food is green, common, and so much more powerful than you'd ever guess. Asterisk. Now, here's a food you've seen your whole life, maybe even pushed to the side of your plate. But what if I told you it's actually one of the simplest, most underrated weapons you have to rescue tired legs? I'm talking about cooked spinach. Yes, that humble green pile that your mother once begged you to eat. Turns out, she was on to something your body will thank you for decades later. Let me take you back to Maria's kitchen. Maria is 73. Born and raised in a small town where people still cook with real ingredients, real love. For years, Maria's routine was simple. A walk to the corner store, fresh bread, and a basket full of greens for her famous midday meal. But a few years ago, she noticed that her strolls got shorter, not because she didn't want to go, but because her legs betrayed her halfway through. She'd find herself sitting on a park bench, pretending to admire the trees, but inside, she worried. What if one day I can't even walk here anymore? One day, Maria's neighbor, a retired nurse, brought her a small bag of fresh spinach and said, "Cook this. Don't just eat it raw. Trust me." Maria laughed at first. Spinach won't fix my legs. But she gave it a try anyway. And that tiny choice changed her life more than she could have imagined. Here's why. Spinach is a nutrient powerhouse, but not just because of iron and calcium like everyone says. It's loaded with natural nitrates, magnesium, and potassium. 3 magic keys your muscles crave to fire properly. When you cook spinach lightly, the heat breaks down the oxalates that block mineral absorption. This means your body actually gets the goodness it needs, right where your legs need it most. A frontiers in physiology. Study found that older adults who added high nitrate greens, like spinach, to their daily meals, improved lower limb strength by up to 16% in just hours. Another study in the Journal of Nutrition showed that just one serving of cooked spinach boosted walking speed and endurance, especially for people over 65. Why? Because your body turns those nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that widens blood vessels, sending more oxygen and nutrients down to your legs. Think of it this way. Your tired legs are like wilting plants. Spinach is the watering can, and nitric oxide is the life-giving flow that revives every drooping leaf. Without circulation, your muscles starve. With it, they wake up. Maria made a simple promise to herself. 1 cup of cooked spinach every lunch. She'd salt it in olive oil, a squeeze of lemon for taste, maybe a bit of garlic for extra anti-inflammatory power. No fancy diet plan, no expensive powder. And week by week, Maria's park bench breaks got shorter. Her walks got longer. These days, she goes all the way to the bakery at the end of town, uphill, with a smile on her face. And when people ask her how, she laughs and says, The green stuff did it. If you're still with me, do this for yourself. Next time you're at the grocery store, pick up a bag of fresh spinach and don't leave it raw in a sad salad. Salt it, steam it lightly, flavor it well, and feed your legs the flow. They're craving. Then come back and tell me, did you feel it? Drop a simple "spinach works" in the comments so we can celebrate every small step forward together. And if you think you'd never bother eating spinach, I get it. But stick around, because the next food is so humble, so overlooked, and so powerful that even most doctors ignore it. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you're learning something new today, tap like, share this with a friend, and type, "I'm here for my legs," so I know you're still walking this journey with me. Asterisk, let me tell you about John, a sprightly 70-year-old who's always been the life of the neighborhood BBQs. But over the years, John noticed something troubling. By mid-afternoon, his legs felt like they were carrying the weight of the world. Standing too long, walking the dog, even just climbing a few steps became a chore. He felt drained, like his energy tank was running on fumes. John's doctor explained it simply. Your muscles need a steady supply of fuel, not just quick bursts, but long-lasting energy. That's where lentils come in, the unsung hero of leg strength and endurance. These tiny, humble legumes pack a powerful punch, offering a unique combination of slow-digesting carbohydrates, complete protein, and vital minerals like potassium, magnesium, and iron. Imagine your muscles are like an engine. Lentils are the premium fuel that keeps that engine running, smooth and strong for hours, avoiding the dreaded leg crash that so many seniors experience after meals. Journal of Gerontology study showed that seniors who added lentils to their daily meals improved muscle endurance by 22% in just 2 weeks. That means standing for longer, walking farther, and climbing stairs with less pain and more confidence. And it's not just about energy. Lentils are rich in leucine, a powerful amino acid that acts like the spark plug for muscle regeneration, telling your body to repair and rebuild stronger fibers overnight. Plus, lentils contain prebiotic fibers that nurture your gut health, a crucial factor in controlling inflammation and making sure your body absorbs every bit of the nutrients you feed it. Think of your gut as the soil in a garden. Healthy soil grows stronger plants, just like a healthy gut grows stronger muscles. John started making a simple lentil stew, slow cooked with turmeric, garlic, and a splash of lemon juice for flavor, and added anti-inflammatory benefits. Every night before bed, he'd savor this hearty bowl. Within weeks, his afternoon leg fatigue started to vanish, replaced by steady, reliable strength. If this sounds like something you could use, why not try it? Make lentils a part of your lunch or dinner and see how your legs respond by morning. If you do, come back and leave a comment with lentils power, so we can cheer on your journey to stronger legs. And if you're finding this helpful, please tap that like button. Every click helps this message reach another senior struggling in silence. Let's keep walking forward together. Imagine Sarah, a vibrant 69-year-old grandmother who always dreamed of hiking through national parks with her grandchildren. But over the past few years, her knees started aching. Simple walks turned into painful ordeals, and she feared missing out on moments that truly mattered. Her doctor recommended a variety of supplements, but what really made the difference was a surprising addition to her diet: wild-caught salmon. Yes, that rich, flavorful fish often reserved for special occasions. But for Sarah, it became a daily ritual. Salmon is more than just a heart-healthy choice. It's a powerhouse of vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, EPA, and DHA, and high-quality protein, a triple threat that works synergistically to restore leg strength and mobility in older adults. Vitamin D plays a critical role in muscle contraction and helps prevent painful cramps, while omega-3 fight inflammation, directly reducing stiffness in muscles and joints. The protein in salmon helps rebuild and repair damaged muscle fibers, accelerating recovery after activity. Scientific studies back up Sarah's experience. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate salmon 3 times a week experienced a 24% increase in leg strength and improved mobility, especially around the knees and thighs. Another study showed that omega-3 supplements alone helped reduce muscle fatigue and improved walking distance. Sarah started baking her salmon with a squeeze of lemon, herbs, and a drizzle of olive oil, avoiding heavy sauces or frying to keep the benefits intact. Within just days of adding a modest 4-ounce portion to her evening meals, she noticed her legs felt stronger and less stiff the next morning. If you want to feel more confident rising from your chair or walking upstairs without hesitation, adding salmon to your diet is a simple, delicious step in the right direction. Have you ever tried adding salmon regularly to your meals? If not, why not start this week? Let me know in the comments below. Simply type "salmon strong" if you're ready to nourish your legs from within. And if you're finding value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help more seniors discover the power of real food to regain strength and independence. Meet David, a 71-year-old retired teacher who always believed that plant-based proteins were incomplete, missing key building blocks that only animal products could provide. He stuck mostly to meats and dairy, but started to feel his legs weaken and soreness linger after simple activities. Then, on a friend's recommendation, he tried something new: quinoa. Not quite a grain, not quite a seed. Quinoa is unique because it's a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids necessary for muscle repair and growth. For older adults like David, this makes all the difference in regaining leg strength without relying solely on animal proteins. Research published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition revealed that adults who replaced refined carbs with quinoa experienced increased muscle endurance and less soreness after physical activity, all within a single day. Moreover, a Brazilian study highlighted that seniors eating quinoa performed better in walking tests the next morning compared to those who consumed white bread or rice. This effect is largely due to quinoa's slow digestion, which provides a steady energy supply throughout the evening, and its high magnesium content, which helps prevent nighttime muscle cramps. Think of quinoa as a reliable friend who stays by your side during a long journey, steadily fueling your muscles without sudden drops in energy that leave you feeling weak or unsteady. David started preparing quinoa bowls with eggs and sautéed spinach, or mixing it with cooked vegetables. The result? Within days, he felt more energized, coordinated, and confident climbing stairs and walking longer distances. If you haven't tried quinoa yet, consider making it part of your next meal. Rinse it well to remove bitter saponins. Cook it fluffy, in water or low-sodium broth, and enjoy it warm. Your legs will thank you. If this resonates with you, please type quinoa power below. I'd love to hear about your experience as you start strengthening your legs the smart way. And don't forget to hit that like button if you want more science-backed advice to keep your body strong and independent. Asterisk, picture Helen, a 75-year-old grandmother who loves gardening, but often feels her legs growing heavy and slow as the sun sets. She remembers a time when she could stand all day planting flowers without feeling stiff or tired. Now, even after a short afternoon outside, her legs seem to drag. That all changed when Helen discovered the power of beets. Beets aren't just bright, beautiful vegetables. They're packed with natural nitrates that your body converts into. Nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and widens your blood vessels. This means better blood flow, more oxygen delivered directly to your leg muscles, and less fatigue. Scientific studies back this up. A groundbreaking study in the Journal of Gerontology showed that seniors who drank beet juice before walking had a 19% increase in walking speed and leg muscle performance. Another study found beet juice lowered blood pressure and improved arterial flexibility in adults over 60, both crucial factors for maintaining leg mobility and reducing tiredness. Helen started drinking a small glass of pure, unsweetened beet juice each morning, no added sugars or blends, just straight beet power. She also began roasting beets to add to her salads and smoothies. Within hours, she noticed her legs felt lighter, and over weeks, she could stand longer without discomfort. Think of beets as the turbocharger for your leg muscles, boosting circulation and stamina like nothing else. If you want to try this natural boost, start with a small glass of pure beet juice in the morning or half an hour before you plan to be active. Notice how your legs respond in just a few hours. Then come back here and type Beets Boost in the comments if you felt the difference. If this video is helping you reclaim your leg strength and independence, please tap that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this too. Asterisk, let me introduce you to Michael, a 74-year-old man who once thought bone broth was just an old-fashioned soup. But for Michael, it became a game changer for his leg health. Bone broth isn't just comfort food. It's a concentrated source of collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and electrolytes that rebuild muscle fibers, lubricate joints, and reduce inflammation. All critical for regaining strength and mobility as we age. Collagen forms the structural matrix of muscle tissue, while amino acids like proline and glycine reduce pain and accelerate healing. Studies show that older adults drinking collagen-rich bone broth saw a 36% increase in muscle strength and flexibility within a week, and muscle regeneration increased by more than 40% after exertion. Because it's liquid and nutrient-dense, bone broth is rapidly absorbed, delivering instant nourishment to your legs, especially effective right after activity or first thing in the morning. Michael made his broth from pasture-raised chicken bones, simmered with garlic, apple cider, vinegar, and herbs for 12 hours. A warm cup after his morning walk helped reduce stiffness and gave his legs an immediate boost of strength and confidence. If you want to feel the same, try bone broth daily, homemade or premium quality store-bought, and sip it slowly after. Activity or on an empty stomach. Leave a comment saying bone broth boost. If you're ready to rebuild your legs from the inside out. You've just learned about 8 powerful foods, from pumpkin seeds to bone broth, scientifically proven to restore leg strength in as little as 12 hours. Each plays a unique role, from reducing inflammation, increasing circulation, providing muscle fuel, to regenerating tissue. Remember, age isn't the enemy. It's often the lack of the right nutrients and support that weakens your legs. But the good news? You can take action right now. Here's your challenge. Pick one of these foods and try it today. Notice how your legs feel tomorrow morning. Then add another, stacking them one by one, meal by meal, day by day. Stronger legs mean better balance, more independence, and a life filled with confidence and freedom. If this video inspired you, please subscribe, tap the bell to stay updated, and like so others can find this life-changing information. Share your progress in the comments. Your story can inspire others. Your legs are the foundation of your freedom. Feed them well, and they will carry you farther than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching. Here's to stronger legs and a stronger you.